And we're coming back for point two of the Clash of the Commonwealth, Western versus Louisville. Western up 1-0. The kid in the white is still alive, but he spends most of this point holding his face. So our thoughts go out to his family. The kid might have mental retardation after that just crushing blow to the face.
Although he's from E-Town, so that already exists. Oh, Tyler Jury.
And Josh Wiseman, we apologize, but no, seriously, we don't. So Louisville, how do you think they did that first point, Felix? For most of those guys, their first ever exposure to NCDA play.
I think they did pretty well. The point lasted more than 2 minutes, so I mean that's pretty good for a first-year team. They came out, they had a couple of good group throws and a couple of good catches. So,
yeah, I would say pay attention. I think probably their strongest players are their captain, number 8, Ben Subcheck, and number 55, the alternate captain, Jacob. Makes some great catches, and they actually do. They do a good job. Ben keeps them organized a lot. And speaking of organization, that's a great group throw organized by Captain Jazzy. So they do a good job charging, like chasing down players and making throws. I think I don't know if they worked on that in practice or not, but that was probably owe it to Ben's captaincy to say that they did a good job being aggressive this game. Yeah. They didn't sit back and make throws from the free throw line most of the time. I don't know if it was just trying to be aggressive or they just didn't know any better, but
it works.
Yeah. Hey, they got some of our guys out. Yeah. Like who was it over there that got tagged? I think
they got Zach Byrne and Malcolm Lunsford.
Yeah, I thought that was Malcolm with the ball ricocheted.
Yeah.
In between his legs. And you can see Ben Subcheck employing the Kyle Dahl tactic of throwing around someone in front of them. Kyle does that quite a few times this game. And good setup by E-Town. I really appreciated all the hard work that they had put into this game. And I think I was getting emails from Kelly Cruz, who, big shout out to her. She is the employee that, I'm going to cover up the fact that I just let Nick Nyman get out, who organized this whole thing, was the leader of this whole game, and just great setup. We love going into, high school court like this and getting a chance to play. So thanks to the fine folks at E-Town. Y'all did a great job. And speaking of great, like I said there, number 55 for Louisville, Jacob on the sideline there with the catch against Luke Gillum. That's a tough catch to make, Felix.
Yeah,
I think you've been staring down the barrel of that gun before.
I think at this point we're actually down in numbers. I remember in one of the beginning points we're down in numbers, but we ended up pulling it back. But
well, we did a good job this game playing in isolation.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was pointed out as a attribute that Ohio State has, that their players do well in isolation and can find ways to bring their teammates back in. And when you have a lead and you see it slip away because players make big catches or get these crazy tag outs, it's very demoralizing.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of our new players stepped up and played well this game. The Human Pancake, number 20, Jared McKinney, is back in action. That's never going to go away. That's his nickname for life.
That was the funniest picture I've ever seen. If you haven't seen it, check on Facebook. I'm sure everybody from the NCDA is tagged in that photo.
It's true. It's a truly epic demotivational poster of poor Jared somehow getting completely flattened. Just a kind of flying V formation across the court there by the U of L Cardinals. Been employing some unique tactics during this game. I'm trying my best not to look old and crippled like I need my wheelchair, Felix, but it's just not working.
I mean, you get tired. I understand your old age.
I need my oxygen bag, my IV bag. You see Jared Silverthorne there, number 11, going out on an attempted catch. That's one thing that I've made a point not to get mad at our players for, Felix, and I think he'll continue that. Is if they're trying to make big plays, if they're trying to make big catches, if they don't make the catch, that's okay.
As long as they're trying.
Yeah, as long as they are making an attempt to do what we asked them to do, we can't get mad.
Yeah.
And Ben employing a tactic here that I've only seen used a handful of times in my 3 years in the NCDA, calling his first time out of the game. So, yes, there is actually a second.
I personally have never seen one before, but it's in the rule book, so.
Yeah, if you want to. I think you can sub in someone off your bench, not your jail, but you can sub in someone off the bench. But I think he actually does here. weirdly enough, they did have a bench.
Yeah.
Even though they're a new team, we gave them enough volunteer players to, I think, get the total up to 18, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
They actually didn't even have enough jerseys. So the pretty.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it is, and you never complain if you have too many players. That's like saying there's too many beautiful women, in your life. That's not. It's not possible.
No,
Felix.
I mean, there really isn't.
You do run into problems when you have a lot of players as far as getting them all adequate playing time. I think we kind of ran into that challenge earlier this semester.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you can have a roster of 30 varsity guys, but finding the playing time to keep all of them happy is a challenge. So,
But you're only allowed to bring 20 to a game, apparently.
yeah, well, we'll see about that. And right now we're trying to figure out how many balls each team has. I had to give mine up. Such a shame. I was going to do great things with it, like pass it off to someone else. And there's our first jackass appearance of the game. Someone putting their hands in front of the camera. Don't worry, one more is coming up here near the end, I'm pretty sure. If not here, rather shortly, someone throws up the peace sign. If I knew who it was, there would be no peace in their life, I can tell you that. It makes me so mad. Later in the game, about 3 middle school girls.
There you go.
There it is. Thank you. Yes, peace, love, and happiness. A couple middle school girls put their hands in front of the camera, so had to send the first lady of college dodgeball to restore order, which she did. So, thank you for filming this points, baby. Appreciate it. So, yeah, we are actually, I'm pretty sure, down here.
Yeah.
I think either there's actually more people in than what you can see right now. I'm pretty sure we have a couple more over here on this right sideline. I think Josh Wiseman comes flying out of the shadows here in just a second. You can't see him right now, but I watched this point last night. There's Tom wandering in off the sidelines.
You know he's sneaky.
Yeah, and then here comes Josh. Crush. So, yeah. Wiseman and Drury have really been employing the sideline assassin technique really well these last couple games.
It's looking good, too. Tom still is the best at it, but
Tom just disappears on the court.
Really
It's
does.
really quite fascinating how he manages to just blend in. Even in practice, you just totally lose him.
Mm-hmm.
It's remarkable, really. And
Tom Schatzinger gets Joey Marlin, 33 of Louisville out.
And what was his nickname again? What does he have?
He has kitty cat hands.
Kitty cat hands.
If you watch him, number 33 on Louisville's team, when a ball comes near him, he'll throw his hands up as if he's trying to catch, but almost in a scared way. Sorry, Joey, if you're listening.
Which he's not, I'm sure. There'll only be about 3 or 4 people that listen to this whole thing, so this is kind of for our own benefit to watch these points and commentate. But if you're listening, we appreciate it.
And there's Brandon Bragg, I guess he's 10 on Louisville's team. He was also one of the ringers.
And there I am on the front lines grabbing a ball, putting myself in harm's way. Not really. I think there was like 2 people in at this point for Louisville. Ben confuses me because he stands there on the sideline right at the bottom of the screen. I don't know if he's in or out. I think he's out, though, at this point. That's how he's able to call a timeout.
You could just hit him if you wanted.
That's true. And I'm pretty sure Brandon just went out right there. And this should be over rather quickly, I think. I think Swanson actually gets this last kill here. We'll see him do the fist pump. Boom. There it is. And that is the end of point 2. We'll see you guys back here for point 3 of Clash of the Commonwealth.
WKU versus U of L.